Hello and welcome back to Bridging Innovation Week here in Huntington, West Virginia. My name is Johnny McFadden from the Daily 304 in the West Virginia Department of Commerce. I'm joined today by Dr. Lydotta Taylor of the Adventure Group and so many other things. Thank you so much for joining us, Lydotta.
Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
So, looking at your background a little bit, the resume is very impressive. We don't have time to get into everything, unfortunately, but you started as a high school math teacher and now you're the president, founder, driver for the Adventure Group. Tell us a little bit about Adventure and kind of the path that led us here.
Okay. Well, let's see. I'll start. I grew up in Preston County in West Virginia, and I wanted to be a math teacher, and that led to opportunities in technology and different things. So I took a big leap of faith and left the classroom. And I tried to tell myself that the classroom has gotten bigger. That's the reason to do this. The classroom gets bigger. And so started Adventure in 2001 after a period of time at the High Tech Consortium in Fairmont, growing education programs. And it really has taken off that I feel like I'm an education entrepreneur. I am someone that is grounded in teaching, grounded in education, but I know that there are more things that we can do to help educators, to help families, to help students, and that's really the driving force behind the Adventure Group.
That's fantastic. This whole week is in large part about entrepreneurship and leadership, and I was curious to your take on this. There's sometimes I think we think of those things, entrepreneurship and leadership, as separate from the classroom and separate from the traditional K through 12, even though we know that's not right. But how do we make sure those two are working together? The stuff that you think, oh, I have to go out and get an internship, but no, you can learn that in the classroom.
I think that's a very important point, and I think it's one that we're more focused on in education today in West Virginia. I think there has really become a realization that we need to teach students leadership skills. They still get a lot at home, but the world continues to change, lots of challenges out there, and we really need to help kids develop those basic leadership skills while they're in school. In addition, entrepreneurship is important, and we want them to know that there are things they can do and to have belief in themselves. And so we have really worked at the Adventure Group to build programs that really take leadership and entrepreneurship and put them in the classroom.
Yeah, I mean, thousands of students reach, thousands of workshops. I mean, and what, it's more than just entrepreneurship and leadership, it's so many things. I mean, in what ways are you guys kind of innovating in education?
I think I would say we are innovating constantly. When I left the classroom, it was a long time ago, and the big deal was to try to get technology in the hands of every teacher. And we were able to write grants and get programs put together that really brought technology to the classroom. But we quickly learned that you can't stay in that lane and just focus on technology in the classroom, because we really were able to help teachers and help the Department of Education and do our part. So it was time to pivot. And we constantly pivot, thinking about where we see needs. We stay in tune with our customers. We talk to teachers, we talk to families, we talk to superintendents. We work with the Department of Education because we want to hear what those needs are, and then we pride ourselves on coming up with innovative solutions to help solve those problems or enhance those challenges. That's not easy on its own. We have to write grants and proposals for grants and focus on how we can create ideas that will allow us to put in strong proposals and get funding from a variety of sources to help us make those solutions to problems come to life in the classroom.
Absolutely. I've heard you speak a little bit on leadership in general, and I was really inspired by what you had to say. I mean, can you just talk a little bit about your more general philosophy to leadership and why it's so important?
I think leadership is the key to the success of anything that we want to do in life. I believe that leadership is a process, and I also believe that you don't do it alone. I really can't credit the teams of people I've worked with over the years enough. for the success that the adventure group has had, because it really takes a group of people working together with a common vision and drive to make good things happen. So for me, leadership is about, working through a process with people that get on board with the same vision, and that vision for us has been to enhance education. I think, remembering our state, remembering the things that we've experienced here, and making sure that we work to inspire and empower others is another really big part of our leadership strategy.
Well, I think that's really what this whole week is about. It's about
Right.
teamwork and leadership and innovation, and you are doing a great job clearly in all those things. So thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Taylor. And that's it for now from the Daily 304 and the West Virginia Department of Commerce. Stay tuned for more good stuff.